Hello, I'm Subhan Shankar, and I'm going to be facilitating a workshop coming up in April 10th, 11th, and 12th. The title is The Path from Protection to Connection. And I know that some of you may have questions about what this workshop is going to entail. So I received one question that said, what does protection and connection mean in the context of this workshop? Good question. It's going to be the basis of what this workshop is all about. So what is protection? I'm going to sum it up in a very few words. We're going to go into this in detail in the workshop so that you'll have a really clear understanding of what it is and how it functions in your life, and whatever benefits or price that you pay will be available to you as well to recognize whether this is something that you want to continue or that you want to move in other directions. So, what is protection? I can put my hand out like this to give you an understanding. Protection really is to keep something away, keep something at bay from me. And there are many, many ways that we can and do protect ourselves. Some of them are very obvious. You get in a car, you put on your seatbelt, most of us, to protect yourself from possible injury should there be an accident in the car. And you do this with a number of other things as far as protecting your physical body from harm. Those are what I would call obvious protections that we have. They don't seem to entail very often other people in a negative way or in a way that protection can be involved in with other people, and that is by keeping them at a distance. So this is basically protecting the body. That's a simple way of describing what that kind of protection is. But there is a kind of protection that is attempting to keep something else at bay, not just a danger to the physical body, but pain. If we look at what protection is, what we'll find is that we're trying to protect ourselves in some way from pain. And when it becomes psychological protection, it gets to be very difficult for us to even comprehend that we're involved in protecting ourselves. If we have difficulty with another person, there are many ways in which we attempt to protect ourselves from them. And perhaps you might say, well, some of them are good. Aren't they good? Don't they stop other people from coming over our boundaries? Things of that sort. The answer is yes, perhaps. But it's the same thing that someone walking down a dark road sees what looks to be a snake in its path, and then the person would run away from it, only the next morning to come back in the daylight and see that it was just a piece of rope and it was not a snake. Sometimes we have psychological protections from other people, from circumstances that we think are dangerous to us in some fashion or will create pain. But upon looking at them in the light of day, we might recognize that they are not really dangerous situations. In doing this with other people and doing this with certain situations, we are also eliminating the possibility of connecting with what's out here, the people, the circumstances that we have. So connection in this context will be to look at the benefits that we have from these protective processes that we carry with us, many of them very unconscious, and that we will also look at how that impacts our ability to connect with others and with ourselves. So that's going to be a short answer to that question, and it's going to encompass basically the context of how we're going to function in this workshop. I hope that it's given you enough information that you decide you'd like to join us for this amazing process, this pathless path into what is creating difficulties for us in our lives and how we can really learn to resolve them effectively. Thank you.